Hello and welcome, subscribers. Thank you all very much for watching the channel. I just want to, I found this interesting piece there on the Royal Mint. They're doing a 12 Days of Christmas special where they'll be giving away a few items. I haven't seen anyone cover this on YouTube, so I thought I'd bring it to you guys here to take a look at. Currently, I think there's about 12, and there's currently 12 days with various prizes on each day. And obviously, once they're available, you can go in there and you can register your details, obviously, if you want to take part. So these are the prizes that they've had initially. I've put the link in the description. It will be in the description, beg your pardon. So I'll copy and paste that into the chat here, so you're welcome to check it out. Click straight on that, or copy and paste that, go straight there. I'll add it in once this video is actually uploaded. So be sure to check that out. These are the prizes they've had. I think the Silver Proof, they had the Gruffalo, the 50p Gruffalo, they gave that one away, and they also had the Snowman, the 2019 Snowman. The Paddington Bear on day 3, day 4. It looked like it was some kind of, it says the farthing teddy bear. All Royal Mint merchandise, all coins. Then we had a Half Anna on day 5, and it looks like the Tower of London piece currently on day 6. So you can actually go into that one, register your information. You'll be notified. You've got 2 days to claim. It's free to enter. It's up to you guys, but the details, I'll be putting the details in the description. Otherwise, just click it on the chat and go straight in there. Hey, Silver Junkie, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. There's the link there if you guys want to check out the 12 Days of Christmas Royal Mint giveaway. Be sure to go in there, and it's free to enter. So it's called Introducing the Royal Mint's official 2019 Advent Calendar. Each day, one lucky person who has entered into the daily prize draw will win a prize, just like the famous 12 Days of Christmas Carol. The number of prizes to be won increase each day to add an extra bit of magic to your festive season. So make sure you go in there. Free to enter. Might as well take advantage of it. Hopefully you win something good. And it's nothing like an extra bit for the stocking. There's still currently quite a few days left. No one seems to have covered this. It's there. Check it out, guys. And we'll get cracking with the daily report on regards to the precious metals today, which has been an absolute bomber of a day there for silver. It's currently down nearly 2.5%. So it's really struggling at the moment to maintain its current level. So we will be taking a look at that. We'll also be taking a look at the gold. Gold is down 1%, currently at $1,460 an ounce. Then we got platinum at $896. Platinum, interesting enough, hasn't really moved. Likewise, palladium is actually showing a bit of green, currently up at $1,876 an ounce. So we will check that out. And platinum there just down slightly. But yeah, silver, the biggest mover on the day, almost down 2.5%, $16.54 an ounce. So we will take a look at that shortly. But check this out, guys. This is the Royal Mint. I'll put the link in the chat there, copy and paste it. I think all you need to do is register some information. Nothing, contact numbers. Sorry, just. Right, yeah, so be sure to check that out. And you never know, there could be some interesting stuff here that's going to be given away over the next 6 days, further 6 days. But that one is still open, I believe, day 6. Be sure to check it out. Right, so let's check the silver chart out first. Let's have a look. Silver. Silver's been one of the biggest movers currently at the moment. So, bugger. Okay. Sorry. My computer's updated since, so I'm going to just exit here. I'll bring up that article quickly again. US growth data. There it is. And that has been the main cause of the plummet in regards to precious metals today, as US job growth rose back in November with 266,000 jobs added. Right, let me just get myself added in here. Jeez. Sorry. Sorry about that. How's everybody doing at the minute? Right, we've got a few people in. We've got, let's have a look. We've got Silver Junkie. Silver Junkie says, just means I can get it at a better price. That's what you've been waiting for, buddy. Good morning, folks. That's TV Stupid. How you doing? Says take calls in your own time, says Mr. Dave. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Let's have a look. Log in, username. That's it. We should be sorted now. Right, done. Hi, Jody, having a good laugh. Super junkie. Yeah, Lemonade. jonrms. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Jody says, how many effing centers have they hired? Loads, mate. Absolutely loads. I hope you're doing well, bud, and are nearly ready for Christmas. Yeah, almost there. Live stream will finish next Friday for the precious metals, and then we'll continue in January again. However, I will be live streaming in between, so just take note of that. But I will put a post in. Anyway, let's get back to this. So, U.S. hiring surges in November as the economy added 266,000 jobs, and unemployment returned to a half-century low. A sign of U.S. is powering through the global slowdown. The payroll numbers easily topple the estimate of 180,000 from economists surveyed by the Refinitiv, who also saw the unemployment rate hold steady from October's 3.6%. It marks 110th month of straight gains. Unemployment ticked down slightly to 3.5% as more people were looking for work, matching a 50-year low. This talks about revisions on the job market. Let's want to have a look and see exactly what further information we said here. Right, it says there is a blowout number, and the U.S. economy continues to be all about jobs. Said Tony Bedekian, head of the global markets for Citizens Bank. One reason for the rebound is the conclusion of the General Motors strike at the end of October. The motor vehicles and parts sectors boosted unemployment with 41,300 workers in November, adding to 54,000 jobs created in the manufacturing last month. In October, when the economy added a better than expected 156,000 jobs, the motor vehicles and parts manufacturing sector posted a decline of 42,000. So that was the main reason why we saw a price fluctuation in silver currently at the moment, was the jobs basically blew the jobs growth, blew everyone out of what, let's just say, their expectation was it would be far less, and it was way more than expected. So there was a bit of a increase in liquidity in the market. So right, there we go. This is the silver chart, guys. Let's take a quick look. Right, I just want to check the chat. So Silver Wolverine, man, how you doing? It's good to see you. There we go. Jody says it's all the immigrant elves will be out by January. Of course, that sort of makes sense to a degree, jonrms, and then we'll see the precious metals fluctuate in January again. Gotcha. I'm just looking, says John. Don't forget to touch up the like button. Yeah, guys, really appreciate it. Hit that like button. We'll get things going. Don't forget, if you've just joined us now, Royal Mint are doing a giveaway. Scroll back to the beginning. The link is there just at the top of the chat. Make sure you go there, take part in the giveaway, and hopefully you win something. Dave already has always smashed the like button. That's jonrms. Fantastic. Hello, SilverLimey 79. Our jobs numbers kick butt today. Keeps beating every month. Absolutely, Silver Wolverine. Good to see you. Silver Hustling 13, fantastic, also made it. Great stuff. Good to see you as well. Good man, jonrms. How's the pouring game coming along? Well, I tell you what, you should check out his channel when you get a chance. Definitely one worth looking at. Right, so let's look at silver, guys. Unfortunately, I've just logged in, so everything is now missing after my systems updates. Let's wait for this turn. That's not the one I want. Not displaced. So that's only the 20 moving average. So let's get rid of that line. We want our moving average ribbon. Right, there we go. Majorly oversold, as we can see. So what we are going to try and do is see about closing some of these off. Okay, let's just clear them all out first, and then we'll get round to it. Right, the oscillators. Not that one either. Potential line, which is what we want. What we don't want is the 30, the 25. Right, okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the other ones added as well in due course. Right. Right, as you, I put in the community post there, we were looking at the movement for silver today, and we're going to go back and we're actually going to have a look at the 4-hour chart. Right, there it is. So, interesting enough, we were pretty much, there's our resistance zone. You can see our 20, which is the yellow line here. That was a very strong resistance zone. We can tell by the previous, let's say, 16 hours. It was trying to get above that. It did attempt it eventually, but was strongly rejected at this level. So if we have a look over here, guys, there's our resistance level clearly poking its head. And that's exactly what happened here. Tried to break out, immediate failure. Sell-off. The sell-off began essentially all the way here. Then they tried to push back in on the bulls, and then major rejection of that US job data report kicked in and caused it to basically drop all the way down to about 1650, where it's currently hitting a good support area. So we will be taking a look at that right now. Silver Wolverine says people who are not working today doesn't want a job. Clearly, Jody says hit the like button like Prince Andrew. Jody, brilliant, Jody. Mr. Dave, he says you'd better use allegedly. Lol, he's a bit like Bill Clinton. Silver Wolverine, this time around tariffs will create jobs. The manufacturing sector can only grow. We don't export much to China anyway. Good point, but there's a fair amount of imports though. Jody says this would be my last month buying precious metals. I've enough. Moving into rental property next. Good job. Talk about a nice portfolio there, Jody. DB apart from currency, says Mr. Dave. Functad for sell. How you doing? He says hopefully gold has a huge drop. I don't know. It hasn't really. Gold hasn't really moved much. So we'll take a look at the chart in a second. We can see it there. We're going to go and just check the daily here to see where we are lying at the moment. Okay, I just want us to zoom out so we can sort of see potential support areas. And as you can see, there is that is a valid area for support currently in this area here. But what can we expect from this potential move to the downside? Well, obviously, what is going to be interesting is we are going to see a lower, personally, a lower, in my opinion, we're probably going to see a lower price for metals. Because if you have a look at where we've come from here, we've consistently fallen off our high here. We've come back down into this area. We've tried to break out, been rejected, immediately gone down. What's happened then is our moving average line has pushed down further, creating a area of resistance. And as you can see here, we've constantly touched it and tried to break out, been rejected. And again, strong push out, rejection kicked in, back down again, and so on. And so the whole cycle repeats yet again. So for me, we could just see this pattern forming. So there's our area of support currently at the moment, around 1650. This is our new resistance area moving up. Well, first of all, it's this area here. So the next resistance line is going to be 1670. That's if we more than likely we'll probably see some sort of reaction rally kick in. The next level of resistance is about 1680. So in the short term, I can't really see us challenge these areas here because this is going to be more a firm resistance area. And even if we line up with a 1680 level, that pretty much lines up with this area down here. So that will easily be quite strong resistance. And that is pretty much the same there as well. So as we can see, that line there is pretty good areas of resistance. There's our support line, which coincides with old resistance. Old resistance, once broken, then becomes new support, which is exactly where we are now. What is shocking to me is we pretty much crashed through that 1670, and I think it even said 1680 level pretty hard, considering when we started to see ourselves move out of this position. So because we'd lost that support area, the next area of support was the 1672, and then we've also crashed right through that as well. So at the moment, I can't really see us pushing higher at the moment. We're definitely in a lower low cycle. We can clearly see it, and even a higher low cycle. There it is. If we have a look, I want to bring this line up. So there's our lower low cycle there. Where does that put us moving forward? What is interesting is that, you know, if we do this pattern here, that certainly opens up that channel by quite a bit. So there's our downward. We're sort of moving across this area at the moment, down again, or we could see this sort of movement, creating a wedge-like pattern. So it'd be interesting to see how this plays out. If we're going to see further breakdowns, if we do break down from this position, then you know for certain that more than likely that is going to be our new channel down here. Let's have a look. We've got Functad for sale. He says for sure. Silver Wolverine says Functad for sales $1,100 would be nice. I don't know, guys. I'd love to see gold at a lower price, but I think I'm pretty happy where I am right now for the gold price. Functad for sale says, do you pay VAT taxes on silver? In the UK, yes. In Ireland, no. Back the track up, says Silver Wolverine. There you go, guys. There are a fair amount of keen buyers in the market, clearly, just waiting for that, for those lower lows. Right, so let's have a look at the weekly quickly and see where we ended up. Well, there we go. There's that pattern that is repeating itself. Just as we started to get a higher high cycle, and even from a lower high cycle, we crashed down again. More than likely, we'll see some form of reaction rally off this next week. So just be a bit aware of that. On Monday, we should see a bit of green. We might even see this go up and retest this level here about 1666. maybe up to the 1668 level. So that'll be our first area of resistance moving up. If we get rejected at this level, then more than likely we're going to head down a little further, maybe retest the 1650 area. And if worst case scenario, we should either see a 1640 level thereabouts, and hopefully run off this support line. So we're going to have to wait and see how that plays out. Are there any questions at the moment? Bigfoot, I must be hard-headed for even playing the PM game. I keep thinking that it's a very difficult situation. There is an opportunity, though. No Einstein here. I'm trying to stay positive. You're absolutely right. I think we're all trying to stay positive here, Bigfoot. When will the New York Stock Exchange have a major correction? It's well overdue. You're absolutely right there. I totally agree with you, Funktab for sell. Yeah, when is? Yeah, I totally agree. There's got to be some adjustment at some point. We'll have to see how that plays out. But there you go. That's the silver chart on the daily. These are our areas of support in this area here. There's our levels of resistance. And I'm going to put this one over here as well, just so you can see that going forward. There's our area of resistance here. So again, it's not going to be an easy ride yet again. And if this confirmation plays out, then more than likely we're going to see ourselves fall into this channel, and we could end up being as low as $16 for an ounce of silver. It all depends on if this channel is verified as the way we're going to be headed into, because more than likely we probably will see a $16 silver, guys. Right, let's crack on with the gold. So gold only down 1.07%. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. I've got to keep signing in now. Right, give me a sec here. Right, I'm going to just put you back on the silver chart for a minute there, guys, while I sort this out. Let's get the gold chart up. Are there any questions at the moment? Let's have a look. Mr. Dave says, stuff the Americans. Give us euro prices. Mr. Dave, everything is pretty much done in USD. So yeah, I won't be doing euros. I have 240 ounces of gold and 50 kilograms of silver. The manipulation is frustrating. Yeah, I said this before. I'm thinking a few months before the next presidential election, says Funktab for sell. Hang on to your PMs, preps, and upgrade your hard hat, extra toilet paper and candles as it's winter. Yeah, classic. Right. Come on. That's interesting. It's now logging me into the system here. It just seems to be taking a while for it to operate here. Jody says I can't afford TP. Hope silver goes up soon, says Thomas Robinson. Hey Thomas, how you doing? Good to see you. Majority coins before, but last 4 months just bars. I'll tell you what, I think if you were able to hold on to anything, man, why not? SilverLimey, if you have another giveaway, include some Irish pennies. Those have an awesome design. Reminds me of the Guinness beer. Yeah, totally. I think I do have a few more lying around, but then hopefully when I get to 1,400 subscribers, we'll definitely be doing a giveaway. I've just seen it fluctuate lately, so I'm not sure exactly what the situation is there, but yeah, definitely. Kevin Rhodes says, just buy 3 seashells, right? That's Kevin Rose. How you doing, Kevin? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in, my man. Yes, they're always like to pump the markets in election year, so PMs will drop more or at best be stagnant for a bit. So just watch out, guys. If this confirmation plays out, we're definitely going to be headed down to $16. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Sorry, guys, just waiting for the gold chart here to appear. But sure, I'm going to close that one down. What's going on here? There we go. Hopefully we might have some activity here. Sorry for the delay here, guys. My laptop upgraded to Windows 10 for some unforeseen reason, so all my password logins have all been reset. So just waiting for this to come online, and then I can get this up and running. Right, here we go. Let's look at gold here, everybody. Yeah, for those who are joining me now, just make sure you go to the beginning of the live stream. You'll see the Royal Mint is giving away, there's a giveaway from the Royal Mint. Check it out, guys, if you're interested. Obviously, they're doing an entry every day. Go check it out, see if you can win something. But it's free to enter. I think just an email address registration, so it is up to yourself if you want to take part, but be sure if you do, why not? I have. And it's free. You might actually win some silver. Be a nice Christmas gift. Right, let's check this out. Here we go. This is the gold price, $1,460 an ounce currently for gold. Can you guys see that okay? Mr. Dave, he says, oh, Tommy Robinson. I donated Mr. Dave, says Jody. Kevin Rose, Sucker for Silver, says, I'm busy these days. Hope all is well with everyone. Keep stacking. Yeah, hopefully I'll try and catch you. I watched your latest video there, Sucker for Silver. You're doing a giveaway there with TB, Talking Bullion and that. So hopefully I'll try and catch up with you when you go live. I'll have to see how well we're doing, how well we do. I'm thinking a major correction just before presidential election that make Trump look bad. Bleeding dial-up internet connection, says Mr. Dave. I don't know, people still use that. Jody says, I hope it isn't a Limey-style prize draw. Just go and check out the link, will you? Just give me grief. Right, let's check this out, guys. There we go. Right, there is our resistance area, which coincides with these areas of resistance here. So what's happened is, based off the jobs data, we're now sitting in this area here, which coincides with support in this area here. We've got 2 areas of support. We've got old resistances, new support, and then we've also got on the way down, we've got support as well. So that basically confirms that is in an area of support. We've got that area there. So what was that? The low was $1,458 an ounce. It's currently up to $1,460 an ounce. If we look a bit further afield on this, it doesn't correlate to anything. So we're looking at short-term support, guys. I did say in the last video, though, if you broke down to this area, that would be quite a bearish move indeed. And we could end up seeing ourselves down to about 1,400. So with that confirmation there, you know, we've consistently hit higher low after higher low, basically starting off here. That was in September. So we've constantly gone down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. The short-term resistance not with 1465. Then we've got a resistance area at this level here, 1472, followed by the big 1480, which has tried to get above today and failed miserably. And we're now under the 100-day moving average. So again, this is going to act like resistance. Again, it's just under it, so it may not be as bad as that. However, be careful. We could see a further drop. So hopefully that won't be the case. There's our level of support in this area here. That's about the 1450, $1,450 level. If we break below that, well, guys, we're heading down into this area here, maybe even this area there, 1433. Hopefully that isn't the case, but short-term wise, guys, it doesn't look good. We've had consistent higher lows. So to me, it certainly looks like we're heading lower rather than heading further up. Let's have a look. You do. So let's have a look. Go at the mint. I was wondering why my taxes are up again this year. I suppose though to a certain degree, I like paying taxes because if I am paying taxes, I'm making money. That's one way to look at it. Bigfoot. Winning image photography. Fantastic. How you doing? We got Thomas Robinson saying gold is going up. Not at the moment. We'll probably see a bit of a reaction rally on Monday because it's falling quite a bit. To the moon, baby, says Jody. Hello, Winning Image Photography. Good to see you. I saw Silver Steelers video there, so you're doing a nice giveaway just before Christmas, I believe. Sounds like it'll be fun. Mr. Dave says piggybacking on other people's prizes. Just give away an ounce of gold. Give it to you. That warm fuzzy feeling inside. Yeah. Jody was it was 1480 until the BS job figures. Yep. I know, yeah. To me, that was if you look at the last video, I was saying that is major resistance was $1,480, and it looked like we were going to try and breach it. And then obviously, but the job figures came out, it pretty much sorted that out. Extra give for free, says Mr. Dave. Blended whiskey. Hello, SilverLimey 79. How you doing, Blended whiskey? Good to see you. Always a pleasure to have you. Is it time to buy gold? Well, you know, the way some people look at it is if I'm not buying anything right now. But with these dips, if you're looking at the long haul, just buy the dips. If you're depending, like everyone's plan is different. So you might have those accumulating, they're accumulating on the way down. So they're just constantly buying the dips because they're holding for the long term. Then that makes sense. If you're holding for the short term, then obviously buying these lower low prices may not necessarily work because we could see lower lows form. So just be careful, be mindful, do your own research. Only put money in you're prepared to lose. That's what I always say. Yep, in pounds, yes, brilliant, says Jody. There we go. Funktad for sale. December can be bearish for precious metals. Well, it started off with a cracker, that's for sure. And well, Lamy, hope you are well too, says Winning Image Photography. Hello, Bigfoot, blended whiskey. I've got some, man, I got my one of the most beautiful sets that I have received this year, guys. And I tell you what, I'm extremely impressed with this set that I'm about to type out for you. That is the set I got the other day. There will be a video coming out. So the 2019 set, Pride of Two Nations. Man, what a beautiful set. I'm looking forward to releasing that video. You guys have probably seen it already, but I only got it the other day because the whole banter on the reverse proof S spilled over, and I couldn't get my hands on one, and I wasn't prepared to pay that sort of money. But I decided to get that set, which seemed like awesome value because you got the modified Canadian Maple Leaf coin, and then you got the reverse proof with the W mint mark. Still a limited set, low enough mintage figures, not as low as the S reverse proof, but man, that is a beautiful set. And if anyone is thinking of getting it, man, I tell you what, definitely check it out because it is awesome. There we go. Depends on how old you are. For me, Thomas Robinson, well, I suppose that's it. It's also age. It's also down to age. 2 goals, one tomorrow for $dollars, and one on the 16th for TB and his channel, giving back to Christmas. I like the sound of that. Blended, like your baseball coin video. Wow. That set will definitely increase in value, in my opinion, says Funktad for sale. I think it's really undervalued. Guys, that set at the moment is extremely undervalued. They've got PF70s going on eBay, like the set PF70 for like over €200. I think I saw one go on auction there for €234, graded to PF70. For me, that is a bargain at the moment. Mr. Dave says, how old is your keyboard? Well, I hope it's not 15. Prince Andrew will like to push your buttons. Mr. Dave, that's hilarious, mate. Winning Image says, oh, right, dollar. Of course, that would make sense. Sorry, Winning Image, that's hilarious, actually. Thank you very much. SilverLimey 79, everyone. I'm not able to stay for long, but wanted to show support. Well, thanks very much, Coin Sense Nonsense. Good to see you. The Royal Mint, to make sure you check the beginning of the video and link in the description. So just make sure you go and check that out, because they've got a 12 days to Christmas giveaway. You just need to go in there, register your email address, and if you get notified, you might win something, man. Good luck. Let's have a look. Jody says, if any of you guys are considering becoming a donator to the channel, I've got 2 more spots left before the next giveaway. The donation giveaway is at 10. I'm currently at 8. So if anyone wants to consider donating to the channel, details are in the description as well. And obviously I'll put your name there. It's entirely up to you. If you don't want, I can put your name under anonymous if you like. Thomas Robinson says, liked, awesome. Please hit the like button, guys. That'll be fantastic. Okay, so there we go. Gold price $1,460 an ounce currently at the minute. I'll just jump back to that giveaway screen there for the Royal Mints. I really want people to really take advantage of this, especially this wasn't covered at all on eBay, not on eBay, on YouTube. It says, a magical countdown to Christmas introduced to the Royal Mint's official 2019 Advent calendar. Each day, one lucky person who was entered into the daily prize draw will win a prize, just like the famous 12 Days of Christmas Carol. The number of prizes to be won increase each day to add that extra bit of magic to your festive season. So that's what they're giving away. They had the silver proof Gruffalo, that's valued at £65. The snowman proof, that was £65. And then there's the Paddington Bear Tower, which apparently is one of the rarer. It's not the Kew Gardens, but I think that's the pick of 2019. This way here, India, half Anna, and then we've also got the Tower of London. I'm not sure on the size of these pieces. You'll have to go in and check it yourself. But I'll put the link in the chat there. You're welcome to go there, guys. I hope it'd be great to get someone to win something. If I don't, then I'd seriously appreciate if somebody else did. But there's the link anyway. Stop telling everyone or I'll never win, says Mr. Dave. But did you register already? Right, we're going to go straight on to platinum. In fact, let me just put the gold chart back up here. And right, let's get platinum. Yeah, so gold today down $15.31. Yeah, there we go. That's just emphasis on this level. We could see ourselves drop down a little bit further, maybe close to 1450 before we start tackling up these resistance areas. So just be mindful of that, guys. Right, we'll close that one. We don't need that one anymore. Just waiting for the platinum chart to finally make a move. Well, let's check the chat. Peter Bowes, man, how you doing, Peter? Good to see you. Says hello, SilverLimey 79 and friends. There you go. That is the link to the Royal Mint giveaway, guys. It's the Advent calendar, 12 days of Christmas. Make sure you check that out. But Peter, man, good to see you. Let's have a look. Here we go. Just waiting for this to refresh. Jeez, this system must be slow as anything, man. Jeez. I had all these screens preset, selected already, and man, I don't know if their servers have gone down or whatever the story is, but yeah, it's seriously slow. Okay, here we go. Somewhere now. Right, so yeah, that's someone had a question there. Let me just go back to the StreamYard. Okay, I'm just waiting for that to come up. Sucker for Silver said, "Hey, Lamby, what do you think of the British Landmark series?" Well, Landmark series was nice. It is an interesting series, though. I'm actually trying to sell one on eBay, so I've got the Trafalgar Square coin. They seem to be limited as well, but I don't think they took off as well as as well as expected. Excellent. We've got Starbuck JeffNcoins. It says, "Hello, SilverLimey79. How are you?" I'm very well, and yourself, Starbuck Jeff? It's good to have you, man. Thanks so much for dropping in. Right, let's look at platinum. Now, platinum to me is really interesting, guys, because I'll tell you why. Because with gold and silver, what we are seeing is these constant movements to the downside. What we are seeing is that we are seeing ourselves trading in these areas here and here, rather than these areas all the way down here. So to me, it looks like platinum's consolidating, and it's been consolidating, guys, for quite some time. You can see after this sell-off here, we had a reaction rally straight up, rejection, and we've sort of consolidated in this area here. We could have a potential another breakout. You can see here it was tested, rejection, tested again, rejection, tested, rejection. So definitely this area here is a strong area of support for platinum right now. That is the $891 level. Short-term resistance is going to be in this area here. It's about the $900 level. I think we can all agree on that. It's been at 900 consistently in the past. There it is there. So that is strong resistance. There's our support level currently at the moment, which is being held in this area here. Old resistance then becomes new support, and likewise. And then, so that seems to be holding well. What is interesting though, like I said before, to me, the chart looks like it's actually starting to move in the right direction, or at least in the direction I wanted to move, which is a bit of sideways, and then hopefully we can get the momentum, the consolidation build, the foundation build to get platinum to really start reaching for higher highs and hopefully get to that four figure. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, it's going to happen next week. To me, though, if I look at the two charts between gold and silver, is that we've seen lower movement down. We've just seen movement down, and you guys can check that out in the silver and the gold chart. We've just seen movement down. We have a big movement down. Again, we went back down, but then look where we finished. We're back above this level, which was the 30th of September. You can't say the same for gold. I mean, if you looked at the 30th of September in the gold chart, effectively it was, we've actually ended up lower than we were at that position. So to me, it's an interesting sign that we could start to see some upward trend movements in platinum. Right, let's check this out. There we go. Starbuck JeffNcoins says, "Doing good. You're welcome. Can't stay for long, unfortunately." No problem, Starbuck Jeff. Thank you very much. That link you gave me took me to unlikely, Mr. Dave. I think you better check your history. Thomas Robinson says, I collect British landmark silver coins. Wow, okay, cool. Which is the ones you've got, Thomas? Sucker for Silver says, thanks, SL. I thought they looked pretty nice myself. Yeah, it's got a bit of a unique kind of look to it, which makes it quite nice, but I haven't really bothered with them. There's just, it's sort of one thing, goes into another when you're looking at collecting or stacking coins. It's either you stack the same or you're trying to stack at the lowest possible premium, or you like Britannia's, then it's Britannia's, then it's landmark coins, and so and so, and then it rolls on. So it's difficult to keep focused on a particular design. Mr. Dave, and obviously it comes with a premium. The landmark series came with a premium for an ounce. So just my thoughts anyway. Mr. Dave, it worked fine for me. There we go. Thank you very much for that, Starbuck Jeff. I'd love to see you guys win something, really. Be great to see you do a video. Right, so there we go. That is platinum at $895 an ounce, currently down $2. So we are starting to see a little bit of selling happening. There's our two resistance areas there. The orange line, which is the 50 moving average, and the yellow line, which is the 20 moving average. It looks like we're going to be trading in this area for the short term. However, we could expand out depending on how this forms up. We're essentially in an area of a potential breakout move, which we had here and then strongly rejected. So it'd be interesting to see see how platinum goes, guys. I'm going to get the next screen open there so we can get Palladium done. There we go. Thomas Robinson says Buckingham Palace, London Bridge. Awesome. Have you got the Trafalgar Square? Starbuck JeffNcoins says Mr. Dave has no subs. I know Mr. Dave well. He's been on my channel quite a few times. I'm not impressed, says Mr. Dave. He's just winding you guys up, so don't worry about Mr. Dave for now. Thomas Robinson says yes. Right, I'm going to move on to platinum there. Did anyone pick up the Una and the Lion coin from the Royal Mints? Did anyone pick up that coin? Because I managed to get one, and it's sold out. There's about 2,900 silver proof 2-ounce coins. The design originally came out as a patent coin in the 1839 set for Victoria, and the Una and the Lion coin was released. And I've managed to get one of them, and I've literally got it here. So there will be a video going up of that. But such a beautiful set, though. Mr. Dave says it's the Irish sense of humor. Well, Mr. Dave, I am your first sub. There you go. Yeah, you've got your first sub there, Mr. Dave. Okay, there we go. I'm going to move over to Palladium now, guys. Their system is really irritating. Right, here we go. There we go. Oh, that's funny. Oddly enough, registers gold, but it will be changing to no. It should be changing to Palladium. Okay, I'm going to close that one off, guys. I'm not sure what's going on with their servers, but I'm going to just take another quick peek at silver. Right, there's silver, guys. 16.56. So it's coming back slightly down, 39 cents on the day. Just going to wait for Palladium to kick in, guys. Palladium's interesting metal. It's $1,878 an ounce for Palladium. I mean, it just keeps on building momentum. Incredible metal. But let's say there's a shortage as well, so it's the reason why prices are so high. In case those are wondering why it's consistently up, it's because of supply and demand. Right, here we go. Let's get this. There we go. Palladium's up. Okay, well, that's loading. No, I'm blocking you, says Mr. Dave. I'll remove myself then, says Starbuck Jeff. You still on dialer? Come on, guys. No, that is definitely, I'm not on dial-up, guys. Dial-up. How's that for a joke? I can't see. Starbuck JeffNcoins says, I can't see why you have no friends. Mr. Dave says, I have 15 subs on my other channel, just like Prince Andrew. No concentrates or the teacher I'll give out for listening, for not listening. My dance channel has no friends. KZU Gaming, what drove silver price down like this today? So, SilverLimey, do you even see it lower next week? Yeah, it was basically the jobs data in the United States flew up over people's expectations. So, jobs data for November was 266,000 jobs were created in November, pushing the unemployment rate down. Not much, but still, that affected the performance in regards to precious metals. That saw a sell-off. In particular, silver took a serious knock today, followed by gold again. Gold slightly down. Do I see a further move? You'll have to check the video. KZU Gaming. You'll have to scroll back to the silver section and check out my my analysis there. But you're welcome to check that out. Lol, I love his sense of humor. He is pretty funny, though. I've got to give him that. Right, Palladium. Again, not really much to say about this one. Just consistently growth after growth. You can see it there, down, and then we're up. We're making new highs consistently. $1,878 an ounce, guys. I've said this previously. Palladium was the metal to be in 4 years ago. If you bought Palladium in January, it would have cost you about $450 an ounce. It's now $1,878 an ounce. So it just keeps on flying, guys, and they don't see the shortage to hold back going into next year. So more than likely, it's going to hit 2,000, guys. It's going to hit 2,000. Simple as that. Has anyone got any Palladium yet? What about a Palladium Eagle? There's the Palladium Eagle reverse proof. I think that would be an awesome piece. I'm going to have a look at Bitcoin and then we'll finish up, guys. Bitcoin. Not much sell-off there in regards to Palladium. We've got that one day there about 6 days ago. It was in the red, down to $1,829 an ounce. Currently $50 higher than that at the moment. If you look at this level here, if you'd bought in at 17.16, you'd be $150 richer, thereabouts. If you'd bought at this level here, down at 16.78, you'd be $200 richer, and that wasn't a long time ago. That was just under a month. If you'd bought down at these levels here, $1,589 an ounce, you'd be looking at almost $300 higher. Look at these levels here, 1528. This was only in September, a few months back. 1528. What's that? $350 an ounce if you'd got in September. Check these levels here. $1,400, maybe even as low as $1,380. You'd be $500 richer, guys, if you'd bought in August. A couple $100 less for the premium. You'd still be looking at $300 profit if you bought Palladium back here at the beginning of August. I think that says a lot. Winning Image Photography says even if you subtract the striking GM workers that went back to work, the jobs number was way better than expected. Absolutely. I think they said the returning job numbers for the GM workers was 41,000 went back to work, if I'm not mistaken. Winning Image Photography, definitely quite a lot. Also, they were saying there in regards to the Christmas, it's Christmas time. So there's a boost in relation to employment numbers. So you could see employment numbers drop next month when they do the next job data. Gramstacker, man, how you doing, man? Jeez, I was thinking about you the other day. You finally made a stream. Great stuff. Glad you made it. Hey, Limey and everyone finally made a stream. Fantastic. Okay, we're up to double figures there. When is the market closing? It depends on where you are, KZU. The market's closed here in Ireland. It's obviously running. I think it runs for the next 5 hours, if I'm not mistaken. New York time. So if we take minus 5 hours from my time zone, that means it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon there. And I think it closes at 6 New York time. So yeah, you've got about 5 hours left. In fact, 4 hours left before it closes. Graham says, still have any donator spots left? Graham, I've got 2 spots left. You're more than welcome to fill one of those. That'll be fantastic. And then the next giveaway is at 10. Michael M, how you doing, Michael? Good to see you. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. Be an absolute pleasure, Graham. Let's have a look. 7:30 p.m. here, says Thomas Robinson. So you're obviously in the same time zone as I am. Right, so that's Palladium, guys. If you bought all the way back down here in the beginning of August, you'd be $500 richer, and then subtract a couple of hundred for your premium. But there you go. That's Palladium. Right, let's look at all right, there's the just waiting for the next screen to load up, guys. Won't be long. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at gold at the moment. You know, it's just busy loading Bitcoin, guys. Gold $1,460 an ounce. Again, if you want to check out the analysis, you'll have to go back on the video to the point when we started talking about gold. And then, guys, the link, I'm going to put the link for this giveaway that the Royal Mint is doing. I know Mr. Dave, I'm sure, is going to give out to me in a minute for keep posting this link. The Royal Mint's giving a giveaway there. They've got 12 days of Christmas, guys. Check the prizes out. Obviously, they're shown every day. You can have a look here. So day 7, 8, and 9 aren't revealed yet. Once the day is revealed, you'll be notified via email, and you can go in there and register for the prize. Hopefully you win something. There's been some pretty good stuff. Silverproof Snowman and the Gruffalo. It's pounds. So that's probably near on about $80, $90. Great, a really great prize for nothing, really. Definitely worth a look. I'll be putting the details of the link in the description once I've finished uploading this video. So just make sure that you guys don't miss out on that opportunity. I get nothing for that. I'm just making you guys aware. No one seems to have covered it. So just make sure you check that out. There we go. We're going to look at Bitcoin now, guys. Just wait for that to upload, and I'll just check the comments. Michael M says, hello, winning. Gramstacker. I will. Fantastic, man. You're brilliant there, Graham. Thank you, buddy. You'll be added there. You'll have another spot there for the next one. We're nearly there. Right. Let's have a look there. The winning image photography says they need to pass USMCA, then job numbers will go up. Yep, I'm sure they'll have to see how that performs there. Gramstacker says, how's silver doing today? Graham, you'll have to check the analysis there earlier. Definitely worth a good look. It's down, obviously. Down, down, down. It's about 40 US cents down, so it's had quite a heavy day. And that's mainly due to jobs numbers. There's the link there for the Royal Mint giveaway, so don't forget to check that out. Wonder if silver will keep going up, or will it go back up soon? Michael, I wish I was optimistic. Currently, if we look at the charts, though, it just shows higher lows, higher lows, higher lows pretty consistently. Eventually, it's got to hit a bottom. No one really knows where that is at the moment. So we just got to look at the charts. That's the best way to see how silver will perform in the near future. We'll be able to tell between resistance levels, support levels. So if you've if you want, you don't have to obviously come to the live stream, but check the videos out. They're great. They're informative in relation to how the daily charts will look. I always also give an idea of where resistance is, where support is, in case you're not sure on what resistance is. I'll show you in this Bitcoin video. Likewise, where support is, so it'll give you an idea where we could bounce off and see higher prices versus lower prices. So, Silver Nuts, man, how you doing, Silver Nuts? What's up, SilverLimey 79? How you doing? It's good to see you. I love that thumbnail, man. It looks so cool. I'm in the land of Brexit. There you go. Thomas Robinson, my brother from over the water. I guess it's time to buy, says Gramstacker. Well, especially at these prices, buddy. It'll be interesting to see how low silver's going to go before we hit a bottom to bounce off. We'll just have to keep tracking it and see how that turns. Basically, to see precious metals in a bullish cycle, we really need to be above the moving averages there. So if we look at Bitcoin, for instance, we really need to be trading up here and pretty consistently moving. I'll show you guys if we bring it back. There's a awesome bull cycle. You can see it there. It's bounced off the 20. It's just consistently going up. It's retested down, but support's held in, straight back up again, broke down from support. Then the buyer's market came in, broke out straight up, all the way up until we had our sell-off there. Then we started making these lower highs pretty consistently. They're push up, reaction rally, and of course we've ended up lower than before. There we go. Right, so what do we look for when we're looking at charts? Well, we're looking for support areas and we look at resistance areas. So I'm going to zoom out. This is Bitcoin on the daily, so you can see it. I'm going to make I'll put these little arrows in where we can see support line. I can see a support line there straight away. The reason why I call that support is you can see there's a big candle which has spiked off that. Also, if we have a look at where this green dotted line flows, we can see there was buying in that area there, so technically that is an area of support too. And this area here. However, if we look at it here, we're seeing resistance at this level here, which is the 20 moving average. That's this yellow line here. That's currently Bitcoin's price at $7,429 per token. What we're then going to see is we're going to see further resistance on the upside at this level here. That's the 50 moving average, and that is currently 8,100. The reason why that is the most logical area is because old support, once broken, then becomes new resistance. So on the way down, that is now resistance on the way up. And then if we have a look at these areas here, this also makes it relevant to be a strong resistance area. Our support areas, if we have a look here, definitely complies. We're way above that, so that no longer is an area of support, but an area of resistance on the way up. So 7,700. There's our support. Our ultra low area is 6.5. As you can see, there's nothing there. So what I tend to look for is where we bounced off previously. So what we are going to see is we're going to see an area here heavy in confluence. So that there is a great area of support currently for Bitcoin at $6,500 level. As we can see it there, it's pretty much consolidation before we have this capitulation down. So that's what I'm going to be looking for in regards to any movements for precious metals, Bitcoin. I'm looking for these low volumes before we have huge capitulations down, and then we should see that beginning new bull cycle back up again. So you guys might see all these arrows here. You are probably wondering what's going on. These are areas that I look for in regards to resistance, support. There's resistance, there's support, there's support, there's resistance. The reason why that's resistance is because it's above our current price level at that. So very mixed at the moment. It looks like there's a potential breakout there, but a very light one. That's following this line here. It's tried to test higher, failed miserably. SilverNuts says, let's have a look. It says Gramstacker says SilverNuts, winning image photography and Gramstacker. And then we've got Tom. Will Bitcoin go up to 5,000 or go down to 5,000? I think is probably what you mean. It certainly is possible, Thomas. It just depends on when. It's a matter of when, not necessarily an if. Because in order for the next bull cycle, we need to have a full market cycle before we have the next bull cycle. So if we see where we left off, I think if you were to buy in at $5,000, I think I'd probably be happy with that. We've got, this is basically where we want to be in at $5,000. And that would definitely make that a good area of support currently for Bitcoin, because we've got areas that we bounced off on. So that to me is fairly good if we're ever able to make it down to $5,000. And then it also makes it relevant with that resistance level right here. And that, sorry, I want to move that in so you can see it a little bit better. There you go, that resistance level there. So that definitely makes it certainly is confirmation for me that that would make a good support level. Likewise with that area there at 6.5. And then as we move up, our support areas are here as well. Right. That's all I have time for you guys today. So that's the Bitcoin analysis. $7,442 per Bitcoin. Platinum at $895 per 1 ounce of platinum. Gold at $1,459 for gold per ounce. So it looks like we might see a few more movements to the downside. Silver at $1,600. Could you imagine that? $16.55 per ounce for silver. So guys, thanks very much. Don't forget to check out the giveaway there for the Royal Mint. I'll leave the details on the screen here to close out. There it is. And in case you haven't gone there to try and register, hopefully everyone gets a good chance to win. I'd certainly love to see a video of one of my subscribers there doing a video saying, wow, I entered this. Definitely worth a check out. Market cycle. Michael M says market cycle is when it stabilizes. I need to look more into this. Oh, thanks very much, Michael. That is very true. So once you've got that capitulation, then we start to see the slow build up of momentum to the upside. And then as we start to move up above our moving averages, then momentum starts to come through. Graham, you're a legend, buddy. Thank you very much. Thank you, Gramstacker. Hopefully, we might have a donator giveaway this month before Christmas, which would be great. So, Graham, I'll be adding your details to the video in the. So you've now got 2 entries for the next giveaway. So good luck to you again. Special thank you. There's the link, guys. Thomas Robinson says, thanks. Really, thank you for watching. Don't forget. Don't forget to watch my other videos. Make sure notifications are set, everybody. And again, really special thank to you guys taking the time out to watch this live stream. Good luck for those entering in the Royal Mint giveaway. Winning image photography. Good day, everyone. Thank you, Limey. There you go. And we'll just finish up with some shout outs. So we've got Gramstacker. Says, anytime, appreciate you bring to us. No, thanks very much, Graham. Always an absolute pleasure, man. I wish you all the best for the next giveaway. Winning Image Photography says, good day, everyone. Thank you, Limey. Well, hopefully I'll catch your live stream there. Winning Image. We got Thomas Robinson. Got Michael M. We got Silver Nuts. Winning Image Photography. KZU Gaming. Starbuck JeffNcoins. Mr. Dave, always an absolute pleasure. And one more. Let's see, who's it going to be? Sucker for Silver. Boom! That's it, guys. Thanks very much. And I'll see you all on the next one. Don't forget, next week, I think, was it? We're going to just check and see. I think it's Friday the 20th will be the last live stream for the precious metals markets. So just make sure that for the next 2 weeks. After that, then we'll restart back in January. Guys, thanks again. Have a great weekend ahead. It's a pleasure to see you. And I'll see you all on the next one.